Hello, you guys. Small was here. They call me Shamer. What's going on, you guys? I know it's been a while, but we are back in this new video. This next video talking about. But before we get started in this video, I want to shout out to the movie fan, the movie universe on that, cause him and I did a swing a while back. While I was here on my swing, shout out to him. Go check him out. Let's get started. The reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support and also watch some of my content, not internet, money heroes podcast every time. So yeah, let's get started. And a lot of you guys want to know, and that's what we're going to be talking about. And it's why Netflix is getting rid of DVDs. Not only for DVDs, but physical media, including DVDs, Blu-ray, and even consoles, even the video games consoles too. That people who grow up playing on, watching on VHS and DVDs all the time. People still buy DVDs. Not only that, cinema, like actual physical release or DVD release. So a few days ago, 3 days ago, he's been a movie fan universe. Shout out to him. He's been posted about this Looney Tune DVD that people who go out watching on there. Again, I just got my DVDs a while back, a few years ago or 2 years ago. Anyways, he's been posting on there about the DVDs that Netflix is going to get rid of, including cinema, Blu-ray, and even video game console too. That I don't like. That is a lot of effects, and I gotta agree with him because physical media has been here for years. Even more than that. Before that, it was DVDs. They had VCR tapes and VHS tapes too. And what is this actually telling you? And I gotta agree with certain people, including movie fan too, because me and Sky been talking about this. And what is they actually tells you? They don't care about physical media like they used to. Because when blockbusters is when they offer them to buy them out and then proving them that DVDs, VCR, and stuff is better. That once Netflix come up with this idea to streaming it, they send down that, but even blockbusters keep going. But anywho, what is this actually tells you? Netflix doesn't really care about it. I mean, sometimes they still do good shows that you still had movies and to person to not to buy the franchise, this person to air it on shows and even movies too. But I feel like they're trying to be going too far and too much for this. It's like they don't care to it. And I said it twice and twice. And I feel like sometimes these people are still the vendors. And I don't like the way they are there. And they really want to really get smart about Paramount. Look, Paramount actually made it clear. And they still continue theatrical release. And I said it about Paramount. They actually cares how we feel. They've been watching our videos. They've been know how we feel about this. And people still talking that same stuff. Sometimes I will sweat them. But the other bad side in hand, for the toxic one, the bad people who support Netflix. And again, like the bad people who actually support Netflix, the bad toxic people who support Netflix, they are so stupid, man. Like, you hate on Paramount for one reason. What they actually done. Like, I get it, sometimes Paramount did something stupid sometimes and made a mistake, but Paramount actually remended it. They fixed the stuff. You should even see what they did with the Sonic movie. And even sometimes they did mistakes to the Ninja Turtles 2023 movie with the Swamp and the gender stuff, and Star Trek, but they amended it. They fixed stuff. What does they actually tell you about Paramount? They actually cares. They actually cares about the franchise. They actually care what the fans wanted. They give us what they wanted it. Especially Sonic movies that they working on and other stuff. They almost had Power Rangers, to be honest. You know, I will try to give it to them credit. But the point about it is about Netflix, but they're trying to erase history of cinema and physical media that has been created in the first place, like DVDs, video games have been created, like you name it. Even they're trying to get worse. This is not only one physical media, it's going to be more worse, and I'm going to break it down when I'm mad about it. Like the wokeness trying to push on kids too. And what does that actually tell you? Like I feel like Netflix is also not only that, but you're going too much by breaking the law. And demonstrably, you're breaking your own rules. You're trying to get rid of some stuff, and you're trying to push agendas to our throats, and it's really pissing us off. That's why people are going to go strike against you, Netflix, because they don't want you to buy it, because you don't know what you're doing. You're not a film company like you think you were. You got like other companies like Paramount, Warner Brothers, MGM, Comcast, known as Universally, Fox, even Disney too, and Columbia, and New Line Cinema. Those are film companies that have been here for decades. Netflix used to be selling DVDs when it first came out. And then later on, in 2013, they started becoming from physical media to streaming now. Like 2013, back in 20, they started doing streaming services business, and then later on, they started doing film stuff. But later on, it goes to up and downs, and they started to go on to get more worse by person engineers. And you should have seen it with Stranger Things. I like it. I didn't see it in it. Not only that, Voltron and Sealand, I did see Voltron, but the minor ones, but they started to get worse on the shows that Netflix couldn't handle and pushing agendas on towards kids too, because it's really disgusting and discerning towards kids, because I don't think the parents would have loved it like that, and it's going to affect them like very much by teaching them sexuality, and it's really disgusting because that's the reason why it's going to get worse and turn into a nightmare when you try to remake stuff by turning these characters for a certain way, like Batman and Woman and Superman and all that type of stuff that you're trying to remake to change stuff instead of you leaving it and know stuff. Like this guy, Tall Wise, Netflix, this guy who's charged of Netflix, telling him bunch of lies too. He's literally making an excuse, just like Warner Brothers, Days Noswin. They both just alike. They're make-up lies of everything. Like, they're not wearing common sense, especially when it comes to Days Noswin. The guy doesn't wear common sense. They're both just alike. Like, they make up lies and making excuses. But WB should never reject Paramount, because it would have been, like I said in the comments, I've been told these people in the comments, it would have been for decades of history. It would have been 40 years of history between Paramount and Warner Brothers of history. And sometimes, you could do a partnership with Comcast, known as Universally. I don't mind that, because Paramount, and this is the truth, I did some research. Paramount and Universally's been working together to team up since earlier 1970s. And not only that, they both came exactly the same year when Hollywood first started. 2 years after Hollywood was first started back then. And in the earlier 70s, Universally and Paramount both teamed up with these projects of cinema and earlier 70s. That is the truth. If you don't believe it, then you can look it up, and it can tell you a really will choose history about these two companies, like Paramount and Universal, especially with Paramount and WB, Warner Brothers. The point that I'm trying to make this stuff up that makes sense, the only physical media will be saved and still continue with selling DVDs and Blu-ray and theatrical release in cinema if Paramount actually win this deal and save WB. Like, Dave Snyder needs to be fired, and some of these people need to be fired who was in it with Warner Brothers Company needs to be fired too, and just let Paramount take over. Because I think Paramount would have done it better than Netflix, to be honest with you. I had to disagree with some of these bad people who support Netflix, because I feel like every time that I hear that people will be like, just give up Paramount. Like, I disagree. It has to be. You don't understand about this. Like, Paramount has been fighting to get this to, because I'm gonna break it down and make this clear for those of you who watch this. They've been watching how we feel about this, because we've been having this issue with this political stuff, woke agendas, woke conscience with this. You're not supposed to do that, Netflix. Like, we've been having these issues with Netflix buying that, and it's going to go on worse, and I said it twice. It's going to cause chaos with this marketing. That's why Netflix is going to fail, and it's going to turn night bills, and it's going to get worse. What if I just tell you that the federal and the DOJ review Netflix tested, and what are they thought about this? Because I had a swing theory that they're going to block it. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, we might have a chance to have Paramount to save Hollywood. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Paramount is the only one that had a bigger budget. Like, I've been explaining about this. Paramount has a bigger budget. They care about it. They make it clear they're done with wokeness. And that's why they shut down the modern Star Trek and a few other shows that shouldn't be in the first place. They was doing the franchise to make a good quality content that we actually wanted to be good character-wise, not political, just clean, good stuff that people especially wanted as a good story. That's why they should be choose Paramount. Trust it with the company like WB, who be trusted, not random picking. It has to be by their decision that who will actually win, and trust them. They got to be trusted them that who can take their WB deal and buy them that actually cares about the franchise and switch the IPs with a good ideas, good directors, good producing that actually know what they're doing. If they have to do it, let them handle that, especially Warner Comics that we all wanted, and especially Godzilla too. And I'm telling you, they notice how we feel about this by watching our videos, because we don't want Netflix to been buying it and ruin it, because that's what it's going to cause kids, especially what it's going to want Hollywood nowadays with this agendas and the money we make and control power, so you can change stuff to mess up that doesn't care about it and hire that price up that you want to force people to buy your subscriptions. Nobody cares about you. This is the reason why a lot of people in the comments and the audience that you lose that doesn't want to be with you anymore, because your stupid ways. It's all because of Netflix. Not only that, this is all because of Dave Snyder. The only person you should guys to be blamed with if Dave Snyder win. Who's in charge of Warner Brothers? This guy needs to be fired. Like, literally. And this goes with the people who charge it. Only the good people will stay, and some of them bad ones needs to be go. Like, literally. Like, I'm sick and tired of these people making excuse. Like, I'm getting tired of the excuse that don't understand that you guys want Netflix to win. It has to be by the government, people, federal, and DOJ. It has to be by them. They have to be decided who will win. And I'm going to explain this once again. They don't need to be split up. It's against the rule. I said it twice. It's against the rule. It has to be full control. And when I mean full control, that means people needs to decide which one that actually will win, that will be, and buy to win can control Warner Brothers. That means trusted them they could do the right things, not doing the wrong things by do whatever you want and mess it up things up for the fans and audience who grows up. Just give us good content, give us continue our physical media, cinema, fits and issues of the games, give us good content and a lot of stuff they can do to refit all this and fix this. That's why the administrators they need to decide and pick and right decisions. And in my honest opinion, it should be Paramount. Because the reason why, because a lot of people who've been voting Paramount, they've been making good movies. And I had a stranger they will pick Paramount, that Paramount might have a chance, so they can start upon them to revisit this. I know they will, because they had Ninja Turtles too, with Batman and teaming up with Ninja Turtles. And it is going for Y-Fasten. Oh, it's going to be great. Trust me, it's going to be super great. Like, Ninja Turtles and Batman, Batman versus Ninja Turtles and Y-Fasten. It would have been great if it does, because people been wanting it, but in Y-Fasten too. So it would have been great if it does happen. If Paramount actually win with Warner Brothers, it would have been, you got yourself some money. It would have been the biggest hit if Paramount actually won the deal with Warner Brothers. I hope they do, and I'm praying that they win this, because Netflix, I don't trust Netflix, and I'm going to say it 100% times, and I'm going to keep saying it and continue that until anybody will understand about this, because I'm tired of the excuse of WB, they snuck win and Netflix lie about it. This guy Ted, who's in charge of it, because you make an excuse. I'm sorry, you make an excuse. Like, I'm had to disagree. They're making an excuse. And that's my honest opinion about it. Because this is the reason why I wanted to start making a link to it. Because you're trying to get with the history of how it's been created in the first place. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you can have them streaming, but not all of that buying that, but forces them to put them all to get with the physical media. And it shows you that you don't care about cinema and physical media. And I know a lot of you guys who supported it with Paramount know how you feel about it, because I'm gonna be honest with Netflix, because it's all over the fans. People always know that you're trying to get with the physical media, and I'm telling one of my friends about this. We cannot let this happen. The only ways that we can do is spoke about this, the truth about them, about Netflix. And we cannot let this happen. From my honest opinion, we cannot let this stuff waste, because we want to keep the legacy alive, with physical media alive, and we wanted to keep the history going, but moving forward. That is my honest opinion. If Paramount actually win this, physical media will still be continued and shut off cinema. That is my honest opinion about this, and I will make this about this the next video about this later on. But yeah, that's what I feel about this, and start ranking about this with Netflix is to get rid of physical media about this, because I'm very, very pissed about this and very disappointed about this. Various about this whole system with this Hollywood stuff nowadays, because it's like it's ruined. The future is trying to be ruined. Not only that, but AI, it's you using so much. Like, people don't like the idea that you're trying to buy Warner Brothers and get rid of stuff that has been created in the first place. So yeah. So that is actually a link about why Netflix get rid of physical media. Because I've been wanting to do a link for a long time for this and spoke about this, because people, it's the truth, you know. People has the right to tell the truth, what's going on. They had issue with that. And yeah, they have rights to spoke about this and how they feel about this, because people, you cannot get rid of the stuff, because it's against the law. You cannot do that. It's demonstrably against the wall. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments, cause it's got worse, and we cannot let this happen, you know? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video and how you feel about this, cause this is one thing, you know how I feel about this, but my honest opinion about this, Lincoln. I want to shout out to the Booby Universe, and he does have a point for that. Shout out to you, man, and shout out to everybody. The reason why you guys are great is because you support my content, and not only that, my year's content. We're still gonna continue on this. So yeah, I mean, how you guys feel about this? If you guys think to win, and yeah, you guys enjoying that? Please subscribe to my video. Subscribe to my channel, Matt, and don't forget to put a likes button and leave me one in the comment below. And I'll catch you guys waiting on. Peace.